Let's talk about the latest data security incident that has everyone in Durham, North Carolina, and beyond taking a second look at their inbox. Hillcrest Convalescent Center, one of the area's long-standing healthcare providers, just announced that some pretty sensitive info about over 100,000 people may have been compromised during an unauthorized network intrusion. Here's the backstory. On June 27, 2024, Hillcrest's IT team noticed something was off. Unusual network activity sent up red flags, prompting them to call in outside cybersecurity experts to dig deeper. Over the next few months, those specialists discovered that, yes, an unauthorized party had gotten into the network and made off with data from Hillcrest's systems. It wasn't until February 13, 2025, that they wrapped up their full review, which confirmed the breach and revealed whose info was potentially exposed. Unfortunately, the details potentially grabbed by the attacker are quite personal. We're talking names, birth dates, social security numbers, health insurance info, treatment records, basically the stuff you least want falling into the wrong hands. The worst part is that it affects 106,194 individuals, many of whom rely on Hillcrest for long-term care and therapy. Imagine having your entire patient record, insurance details, and private medical history all floating around out there. That said, Hillcrest says they haven't heard of any actual identity theft or misuse of the info so far. Still, there's no harm in being extra cautious. They're offering anywhere from 12 to 24 months of free credit monitoring and identity restoration services, which is a good move. If you received a notification letter, definitely consider signing up. Even if you're not seeing any funny business on your accounts right now, it never hurts to have those extra layers of defense. Hillcrest also promises they're tightening up their security game. This typically includes updating security software, getting better endpoint protection, training their staff to spot suspicious emails and links, the usual post-breach routine. While none of these steps can undo what's already happened, it's crucial for preventing a repeat scenario. So what should you do if you're one of the unlucky ones on the Hillcrest list? For starters, take advantage of that free credit monitoring. Keep an eye on your bank statements, credit card charges, and insurance claims to make sure everything looks legit. If something doesn't add up, like an EOB, explanation of benefits, for a procedure you never had, reach out to your insurance provider or financial institution immediately. And yes, go ahead and change those passwords too. A little password hygiene never hurt anyone. Breaches like this serve as a sobering reminder that healthcare facilities are prime targets for cyber criminals. They hold an incredibly rich trove of data, from social security numbers to health histories. And because patients don't usually get to choose whether or not to share this info, healthcare providers need it for critical services. They have to trust these institutions to keep it safe. Ultimately, the Hillcrest Convalescent Center incident is one more case in an ongoing trend of attacks on healthcare data. It's unsettling for sure, especially if your personal info was involved. But by staying alert, signing up for the free monitoring, and keeping tabs on your accounts, you can help ensure that this breach remains just a bad memory, rather than a life-altering event. In the meantime, here's hoping Hillcrest's new and improved security measures help them lock the digital doors tighter, so patients can focus on getting the care they need, instead of worrying about who has their medical records.